Welcome. I'm super excited to be here. Hello guys. You guys have looked at the title, so I know why you're here. I'm here to give you everything you need to know, how to revert back to your true self. And the kicker is that your true self is really your childlike self. With the technique I'm going to give you, you're going to learn 4 different things throughout it. You're going to learn how to have neutral thinking, which allows you to just view things for exactly what they are in a completely open-minded way. It's super awesome. You can take any situation you're in and just completely see it for what it is. You're able to detach yourself from any emotions, any feelings you have towards it. You come to some really insane revelations and solutions that you wouldn't have been able to do before in your old state of mind. The second thing you're going to get is your fears. You're going to see how you learned your fears throughout life. You're literally going to go back into your memories and see the exact moments of when that fear came into you and when you chose to accept it. And with this technique, you'll be able to go back, relive that moment, and choose if that belief, that fear actually serves you. If it does, you can choose to keep it. If it doesn't, you can disbelieve it and live your life in a total different way without that fear of whatever it is. Heights, bugs, I don't know. Third thing is going to be how people have influenced you throughout your life. You're going to see how your family, your friends, strangers, life experiences, etc., people, situations have influenced you throughout your life, and how you've conformed and changed in different ways to better fit how you want it to be at that moment that has led you to be who you are now. And again, just like the fears, you will go back into your memories and you will see those moments and you'll be able to choose, do I really want to be like how I am? Do I really want to hold this opinion that I have now true? Do I really want everything that came along with this experience? And you can choose to hold on to some things, choose to remove some. It's really, again, life-changing. And the fourth and biggest one is you'll be connected back to your childlike intuition, your highest intuition, an intuition that only wants you to be happy. And now that might sound kind of dangerous to some because they'll be like, well, what about everything else that there is to life? You can't just be happy. You need to pay bills, you need to get a job, you need to do. Let me stop you right there. You can just be happy. That is the purity of this. When you're just happy, when you're in a state of being that is just pure happiness without a care in the world, just like a kid doesn't care. A kid doesn't care about the opinions of other kids, doesn't care about the fear he has. When you just love and you're just happy, your life will expand in so many ways. It is ridiculous, it is beautiful, it is wonderful, and I cannot wait for you to reconnect with this. Alright, so let's get to the technique. So I'm really excited about this because it's simple and it's easy, and there's one key thing you need to remember. Why? You want to ask why and go past the surface level consistently on the memories that you're going to get. So there's 2 optional things for this technique. The first one, I'll name them off as they go, but in the beginning of the technique is the first optional thing. Get into a childlike state. Really get your mindset into replicating what it was like when you was a kid. A kid doesn't have opinions. A kid doesn't judge. A kid doesn't know certain things. They just question why for everything. That's kind of what I mean. And now if you can do this, you're pretty far out there. You're probably just watching this for fun then. But if you can't, that's probably even better, because then when you finally are able to do this, it's gonna feel so good. The next part is also optional. To get into a meditative state when you do this. To get into a meditative state when you do this really allows you to just focus in on the memories that are going to come up. And all these different experiences that you're going to have are just going to be much easier to focus on because you're not busy doing other stuff. However, I do this during my waking state at work all the time. It's fun, I like it, and again, I'm so excited. This is going to make you guys so happy if you really focus on this. So, bring up stuff you love from your childhood. And I mean, really just find a moment in your life. Find something that you just held on to since you were a kid. I'll give you guys an example. I got into a meditative state and I started to just bring up things that I've loved since I was a kid. And I got this memory of me being in the back of my dad's car when he was picking me up from preschool. He was playing rock and metal music, which is the type of music that I've loved since I was young, but I never really knew why. I figured out why now. So I was asking myself, why did this memory come up? And then I noticed in this memory, he was grooving to the song. He was drumming on the wheel, he was having fun. And I love my dad. I utterly respect that man to death, and I look up to him like crazy. So I started to love the music too. Because when I questioned why I started to love this music too, I came to the conclusion that it was because it was just like any other interaction with a person. The more you relate to the person, the stronger the connection is, the better your relationship is with that person. I love my dad so much that I wanted him to love me more. And I created that connection with him with that type of music. And whenever I listen to that music, it's not that I love the music, it's I love the memories that music gives me. It's the feeling, that childlike feeling. It's awesome, it's great. So that's a belief I chose to keep. That's a belief that, yes, I do love this music. I think it is going to serve me. But I asked myself, why am I getting this memory? Why did I attach this feeling? Oh, it was because I love my dad. And this memory came up because it's something that I loved since I was a kid. Let me give you guys a memory that came up where I chose to disbelieve what I got. I was your everyday high schooler. I had all the social media. I was always on it. I was doing everything. You know what I'm talking about. Stuck to their phone. And, I came to the conclusion that social media really wasn't serving me. And I came to that conclusion, but I still felt stuck to it. So I went into a meditative state and I went back. And I got this memory of me in sophomore year of high school. It was this girl I really liked, but she was your stereotypical high school girl, always on her phone, posting everywhere, duck face. You know what I'm talking about. And I created an Instagram account because I wanted to be more connected with her. I didn't care. I thought Instagram was really dumb, to be honest. And, I started posting, and she followed me, liked my pictures, comment, and it gave me this butterfly feeling. You know what I'm talking about, aside the love. And it was wonderful. It was great. And that's exactly what happened. Just as the music, I attached that memory to that music. I attached that feeling to social media, to the point where I started to hound it. I would always be on social media looking at new things, wanting to post, getting inspirations for that, but for what? It was empty. It wasn't my true happiness. I wasn't born out of the womb wanting to do that. It was clogging up my actual intuition that was telling me to go out and do other things. And this belief just wasn't serving me, that this belief of Instagram, social media is good, just wasn't serving me. So I went back, experienced that memory, and I just chose to accept my old mindset, that I don't believe that social media really serves me as that much. I keep it around for the sake of family, but it's not what it was before to me. Our relationship is very different. So I hope that explained it to you better. And again, you can do this for anything. You can go into the fears, bring up things that you're scared of, and start questioning, why am I afraid of it? When did I get afraid of it? Try and go back as far as you can. A memory will pop up, and experience a moment, and start really digging deep. Go past the surface level of why it scares you. What part of it got you to conform, to believe that this is a real fear you should have? Do that. Same thing with opinions. Why do you have the opinions you have? Is it because of your parents? Is it because you genuinely believe them? Is it because of a past experience? Keep going deeper. Ask why. Why is your key in this? You need to be a kid just asking why, because you were perfect as a child. It's almost like your child self is looking at you now. You're your child self looking at your current self and asking, why do I act like this? Why do I believe in that? Why? And just pick at yourself. Just nitpick yourself. Just say, nope. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. Oh, I believe in this, that. You know what I'm talking about? That's the easiest way for me to explain it. If it's still vague for you guys and you have questions, you guys can send me a message, post in the comments below. I love you guys. I really hope this helps you with your happiness and getting back to your true self. I'd love to hear your guys' progress. And if you find anything other than those 4 things that I mentioned that comes up from this, the neutral thinking, seeing your fears, seeing how you've been influenced, and retaining your highest intuition and making that voice come back out and be less clogged up by all these fears and opinions that you've had that are clogging it up and keeping you from acting on what it's telling to do, and please reach out to me. I love you guys. Thank you so much.